Hello everyone, my name is Lisa Schinkel and I'm currently interning at GoEurope in Paris. In this video, I'll share the challenges I faced and how I overcame them while working here. When I arrived in Paris, the first thing I noticed was the empty fridge. They've got tons of croissants, pain au chocolat and even a whole shelf for baguettes here. Pretty cool. I also went to a typical French restaurant and got to enjoy some of the local cuisine. Wine was cheaper than a soft drink, I had escargots, so snails, which were tricky to eat initially, but that tasted surprisingly well. For dessert, I had an île flottante, so a floating island, which was also delicious. Public transport in Paris is great, but I faced a few challenges. After scanning your Navigo pass, you have to tackle the entrance gates. Leaving is fine though. The trains are a lot smaller and narrower than in Berlin, so you're always bumping into someone. And since at the bigger stations multiple metro lines meet, certain stations can be huge and it takes a while to get from one metro line to another, so you gotta prepare for that. I came to Paris to improve my French, but I didn't speak much French at work since I had an administrative job. More on that later. But thankfully, I spent a lot of time with friends here, which helped me practice speaking and listening. Without them, I wouldn't have gained as much from the experience. Casual interactions with cashiers or people in daily life went well, but they didn't happen often. I work at GoEurope in Paris. It's a cultural center that offers homework help and workshops for kids from the neighborhood.
So this is my studio. I record my shows here. This is my seat. And this is where the guest sits.
In the next clips, please don't mind my colleague. He was narrating the tour for the video, but he tends to talk a lot, so here's my voiceover. They have their own radio channel where they frequently invite guests from the 12th arrondissement for interviews, which are then uploaded online. This initiative aims to bring the local community closer together, inviting people to discuss topics that they're passionate about, their lives and their businesses. We have a girl called Luisa who is also from Berlin, is also doing an internship at GoEurope, and she's assisting with the graphic design. They also have a recording studio where they collaborate with local artists to record their songs.
Studio. This is where artists record songs, and this is where the sound engineer sits. He has some softwares on here where he composes, he launches the sounds, and the recording artist will have the sound in his casque audio. He puts this on his ears, and this is the mic where he sings, and he can see the sound engineer, but this is a soundproof studio. No noise can come inside, and very little can come outside.
That's where I come in. The task of my internship was organizing the European tour for a rapper Jelas. This means calling various Instituts Français, Alliances Françaises, French international schools and cultural municipalities in major cities across different countries. I've made calls to people in Germany, the Netherlands, Spain, Italy, Portugal, Luxembourg, Austria, Switzerland, Great Britain, Russia and Turkey. It's been an interesting experience as making phone calls can sometimes be intimidating, especially when contacting city councils to inquire about booking a rapper for a music festival. However, it has been great to utilize many of the different languages that I speak. Sometimes it was hard to find contact information for people responsible, especially since every country works a bit differently in terms of how they organize such events. I spent a lot of time on hotlines, talking to city officials who don't speak English or French. It was a lot of fun trying to make things work. On Mondays and Fridays we have home office or télétravail, allowing me to choose the library or a cafe as my workplace. On the other days, we're in the office, which gives me the chance to interact with my colleagues in French. Everyone here was very kind and I enjoyed my experience.